Yo, 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 what up, everybody?
Hi.
How we doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, wait, I've got some breaking major news.
Breaking major news?
It's major.
All right, hit me with it.
It's major.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, God.
Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. Or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing memorabilia, and so much more. We're doing a lot. My official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting. Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community. It's my community, and I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like it a lot. They also make perfect gifts. So you can buy them with your credit card or crypto. All you need is an email address. Go to collecttrumpcards.com and buy your Trump digital trading cards right now before they are all gone, and they will be gone. This is my first official Trump trading card NFT collection, and you get a chance to meet me. Go to collecttrumpcards.com right now, and remember, Christmas is coming, and this makes a great Christmas gift.
If you don't get me a Trump card for Christmas, I don't want anything else. How do you like?
Well, that happened. I mean,
here's the only thing. Like in the what's up, Heather Radical?
Heather Radical.
Yes, it's using my FTX money to buy, right? That was Trump's major announcement that got hyped up, which is sad because, in all honesty, what he rolled out afterwards was actually better, and that should have been his major announcement.
Right, but like no one's going to pay attention
Nobody's
to that
paying
part.
attention to that. No, and the reason
I myself didn't see the rest of it. I didn't know that there was like more. I thought that was it.
No, that was it. And then several hours later, he came out with his First Amendment protection thing that he's going to do. Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean it's Trump-a-man.
So here's the thing. Like it's like he's so arrogant, and then he like tries to humble toward the middle because he's like, hopefully your favorite American president, better than Abe Lincoln, better than George Washington, and then like later on he's like, you have a chance to eat something great to eat dinner with me. I don't know if that's great or not. It's like you just compared yourself to Abe Lincoln and George Washington.
He didn't compare himself. He said he was better.
True. Okay. Touche.
Than George Washington, the father of our country, the guy who presided over the drafting of the Constitution, and Abraham Lincoln, who like freed the slaves, founded the Republican Party.
Right. Did major shit.
I mean, like he had me in the beginning where he's like, hopefully your favorite president. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're still my favorite in my lifetime, that I remember, and paying attention to politics and stuff like that. But you lost me when you said that you were better than George Washington and Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
You lost me there. I mean, really, you lost me at trading cards.
He wishes he could be like them. That's a fact. I what are your thoughts on it? Like obviously your initial thoughts was when I called you and showed it to you, you were like, you stopped the video. Like
You woke me up.
it
Like
was urgent.
I was
the
dead
major news.
asleep. We won't talk about what time that was at, but I was dead asleep. And I thought I was still sleeping when you showed it to me. And I did. I made you stop. That's the first time that I've seen it the whole way through because I made you stop after he was like, you can win dinner with me. I'm like, turn it off. Turn it off.
Sure.
Am I saying that like it's a bad marketing idea? No, it's not. I mean, like if his campaign would have come out with it after he said what he needed to say today, or at some point as like a Christmas gift or whatever. I mean, like I bought the White House ornament, like
It was while he was president, though.
right.
Like, almost all presidents do something about like the White House,
Yeah,
and like they all do it.
but I'm just saying, if he wants to plug his merch, that's one thing. You know, go ahead with your bad self.
What do you mean, Trump 2024 merch that's going to go crazy if he wouldn't have done this wouldn't have been just as good?
I'm sure it would have.
Instead of some poorly art, which he was calling some great art, it's horrible.
Yeah. It's not good art. I don't even like, I tried to read what like an NFT was. I don't understand. I also don't understand like
I
crypto.
don't know if he has a coin or not.
I think he
I wouldn't be
does.
surprised.
Yes, I have them. Yes, he does have coins. I own them. I don't know where they are, but they're in storage somewhere. Yeah, he came out with like coins. And I own them. Like I own a bunch of Trump merch. So I'm not saying that like I'm anti him doing like merch stuff. I'm just kind of like, you hyped this up like it was this big thing and you got everybody very excited for your big announcement. And then it's like, hey, buy my Pokemon card.
I mean,
and I'm kind of like, hey, I can hardly afford to eat and put gas in my car. I don't want your Pokemon card. Like, I want to know what you're gonna do to make this
read the
situation
country?
better.
Like read the country, bro.
Yeah,
We're
read the room,
broke.
bro. Yeah, we're all pretty broke.
You're gonna offer $99 for one card and possibly a chance to have dinner with him.
A possible chance.
Which means it's probably not gonna happen.
Which it's giving me like Pepsi Point vibes. You know,
this is
like
worse than Pepsi Point.
It is.
Like you got more out of Pepsi for $100 than you did because at least you got something to drink too.
That's true. I mean, you don't even get like a hard copy of your Trump card.
No,
it's digital.
So now you got to pull up your phone
to show your Trump card when you can just screenshot the video that he just did and pretend like you have one.
So let me ask you this. Is this the Trump card that all the Q people are talking about?
God. I don't know. There's been so many different things that people think are the Trump cards. There was the documentary. There was.
I don't know what NFT is. So.
Well, it is NFT. But I don't understand it. I don't know. I read it to you today and we didn't understand it. And then it works on like the blockchain system. And I'm like, cool. What's the blockchain system? I don't like that stuff. Like I don't understand it enough to like comment on whether or not I think it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not educated on it enough. I don't.
Well, it can't be that great. One, it is only $100. Like, and granted, like,
did you just say only? Like, are we still saying like, only $100? Because $100 is a lot of money to me right now.
But mind you, I'm talking about like something special. Like something special usually costs more than $100.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Like, so it can't be too special because it's only $100 for what you're getting, and you're not even getting anything tangible.
I know. Go lay down, baby. Go to bed.
Some people make big bucks trading NFT. Yeah, but is the Trump NFT?
But like, what are they? What do they do? You can't. What is it? And even when people explain it to me, I'm like, what is it? I still have questions.
We can't even get groceries for $100.
Oh my gosh. It was yesterday. I went yesterday. And I mean, granted, I grabbed a couple of things that I didn't really need, you know, like my big bag of M&Ms that I like to get and stuff. But it was like, I got one night's worth of dinner, some snacks for the kids to, you know, go to school. And it was like $170 effing dollars.
I got a lot of questions too. Oh yeah. Today I went to Walmart. I got a case of water, a case of Monster, a little thing of Monster, some fries, bagged fries, some granola bars, some vitamins, and I think that's it. And it was like $80-something.
Yeah, I feel like I'm breaking $100 every time I leave
Oh,
my
100%.
house.
Yeah.
Every single time I leave my damn house, I'm breaking $100. And then like you get, I got all excited and I get like, the Christmas stack going, of like the hundos and because that's what Cody and I do. Like we just stack them up and then we go do like one big Christmas shopping. And it's like, man, that stack ain't looking so thick this year because it's gas, for Cody to get to work. It's
Right.
Everything is insanely expensive. Everything.
Ridiculous.
So for you to come out and be like, "Hey, buy my trading card for $100." I'm like, "You know what, bruh? Like between 2020 and now, like my whole life sucks.
Yeah.
My whole life has been ripped upside down. I've gone through depression, anxiety, being broke, like landlords selling the house up from underneath me. Like, I don't want your damn card. I want some answers and I want to know how we're going to make this better. Like, we can all sit around and bitch about Joe Biden all day long, but like, what are you going to do to make this better immediately? Immediately. And the only thing he's talking about is like free speech. Like, cool. I'm a big fan of free speech. Okay. But like, I think we have some things that we need to concentrate on way more. And that's the American people and getting them to be able to like, dude, when we were growing up, our parents could afford like a one working income with
So
kids.
you're not guaranteed, from my understanding, you're not guaranteed a ticket. You're guaranteed a chance
Yeah, no, it's
to
just
have
a
dinner.
chance to either have dinner with him or go golfing with him. Like, I don't want to go golfing. I want you to fill my gas tank.
Now, if I was guaranteed that, like, I'd buy it in a heartbeat, but so would the whole country. I mean, when you think about it,
Yeah.
like, you get a chance. I mean, at the end of the day, like, he's a businessman, and
Mhm.
a lot of people would like to pick his brain, and if you were guaranteed it for $100, like,
Yeah.
not too many billionaires you get to
A little Dana cameo, a little Dana index finger cameo she's got going on there.
So, like, he suggested giving it for Christmas. How you put a digital card underneath the Christmas tree?
A box maybe with like a picture of it in there and be like, "Here you go.
Yeah, on
Here
the
you go."
video that he said that we played just a minute ago, he said that it was for a chance to have dinner with him. Um, so who knows?
Janine, me too. Like, and this is like, I think that a lot of people like are upset with me right now, and I know this, but like,
Oh, if it was guaranteed, I would totally buy it too. In all honesty,
mhm,
if I got a chance to like sit down with Trump even for 10 minutes, I'd do
yeah,
it.
I would. I mean, me and you were talking about this. I would go sit down if Joe Biden invited me to the White
Oh,
House.
100%.
I'm going to the White House. Like, a chance to go to the White House at all is an amazing thing to do.
But if you
But it's
purchase
like,
45, what does
oh,
that mean?
I wanted to pull up that video of Candace Owens.
Wait, what's 45 mean? I don't know what that means, Luis. I guess I missed that part.
45 is Trump.
No, she said if you purchase one card, but if you purchase 45,
45, it's guaranteed. Yeah. So if you purchase 45 of his NFT cards, it's guaranteed. Like, and look, he's still like I said, he's my favorite president, and I think that he did a very good job the 4 years, and his purpose was served. Like, look how many people care about politics. Look how many people woke up to the corruption that was going on and everything else. Like it was this big awakening. But he is a man and he's not perfect. And like Candace Owens did an interview about him, and I was like, yes, that part. You can't ignore the fact that like it may have gotten to his head, y'all. Like maybe it was just too
now to be
much.
fair about this $4,500, there's a lot of millionaires and billionaires that do charge to have dinner with them, and a lot of
Mhm.
them go as much as $10,000 or more. So,
Oh,
like
really? It's not me?
$4,500 to sit down with Trump, a former president, like, while it seems like a lot to us, because it is, it's really not in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I'm gonna do a GoFundMe.
For me to
Well,
meet with Trump.
yeah, just so I can go meet with Trump.
NFT is a digital asset that represents internet collectibles like art, music, and games with an authentic certificate created by blockchain technology. Now, I will say that, like, I know that when I was following that particular conspiracy theory more than others, like, I know that blockchain technology was brought up quite a bit I just don't really recollect what it was, because unfortunately, like that, I do like following that theory. I do very much, and I like reading about it, but a lot of the people who also enjoy it have ruined it for other people, because
When
it's
Amy
also like
points,
this know-it-all attitude that's coming. Okay, so like let's just say, right, that conspiracy theory is true, right? It's happening. That you guys are right. It's happening. Going on the internet and doing this like, oh my God, you guys just heard about Balenciaga. Like, let me show you. Stop doing that. You look like a bunch of jerks, and nobody's gonna want to talk to you. Like, at least how the community that I was in with conspiracy theory, like we all just talked and bounced ideas off of each other, and there was no arguing, and there was no like, yeah, but you're like, oh, if you don't believe this part, then like, nah, and you can go get drugged by a truck. And that's kind of what it's turned into.
right?
It's this very arrogant, know-it-all, like this is fact, when the thing is that they're drops. So y'all are just interpreting it. Nobody knows exactly what they mean in these drops. So what you're doing is you're seeing these drops. It's like 6 degrees of separation. You can always connect it to something, and then you're listening to somebody else's opinion of it. And if you're not listening to everybody's opinion of it and figuring out your own opinion of it, it's a cult. You got to question it. You got to look into it yourself. And I think that there's a lot of things that are in there that are true, that are happening. But no one's going to want to talk to you when you think that you're God, and you think that you're right and that you're so much better than everybody else because you figured it out. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I don't know.
I think Amy like made this thing like a deal. Like now it sounds like a deal. So $4,500 gets you dinner with Trump, and you get 45 digital cards. Like, it's a deal. I think you should get that for me for Christmas now.
I'm
I
not
mean,
getting that. I'm
since
not
Amy
spending
put it this way-
$4,500 on you for Christmas. I'm not even spending $4,500 on my kids for Christmas.
Yeah, but it's me. Like,
I understand that
I mean,
it's you. And look, I understand
hey,
that
I'll give you some of the Trump cards.
you're very insecure right now with the whole necklace scandal that went down last night,
Yeah,
but I'm not spending $4,500 on you.
bet Keely will.
Just don't worry about it, okay? It doesn't mean anything. I mean, it does actually.
So I haven't had a
Um,
chance to go through it, but they also
mhm.
released the some JFK files today.
Yeah, see, I am excited for that. I do like D-Class when it comes out. Like, that's fun to go through. So my plan is to like get up, take the kids to school. I got to go to Secretary of State, DMV, whatever, for like a hot second, and then I wanna go through it. Kat and Tex, you guys deserve a coat. You too, Dana. Kat considered it a Christmas wedding gift. I'll
See?
start a GoFundMe.
Thank you.
I'll start a GoFundMe in your honor.
Yeah,
How about
just
that?
link in bio, right?
Link in bio. But I want to go through some of the D-Class stuff. And here's the crazy thing. Like, I'm like medicated now, and clapbacks aren't as much fun today. So me and you were talking, and I wanted
This
to
can't
start
be
doing
serious.
something different.
This can't be serious.
Stop it.
Luis, you got to be kidding me. Please tell me you're kidding.
She's not though, but she's not kidding you. You know that she's telling you the truth.
Madonna has an NFT where she gives birth to a tree.
Can I have my own NFT? Like, how does one go about creating an NFT?
Those are the Trump trading cards.
How do you do that?
I don't even know. I didn't even know what NFT was until today.
Do they have like an NFT for dummies manual? I feel like that would be very helpful.
Yeah, that would
for
be
me at least.
Oh, for sure, me, because I have no idea what the hell any of this stuff is. Like,
who is Lincoln bio?
It's our third favorite president.
Yeah, it's my third favorite president. Tex, I don't want to do this anymore.
I know. It's just like I've seen, like, the good news that I have is I think a lot of this has started to wake people up again, but against Trump.
But it doesn't have to be against
Well, but
necessarily.
we're waking
Like
up
we
to
don't have
who
to
he
go
is.
like full blown from like loving him to hating him. I don't hate him.
No, I don't hate him. I
at
just don't think he's
all.
the best candidate for president.
Right. But unfortunately, I really feel like in 2024, I'm going to be walking in like, y'all are going to make me vote for this dude, aren't you? Like against my better judgment and against what I, granted, it's going to be a good 4 years. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be. I'm not saying that things, would turn around and be, but it's only going to be good for like a little while. And it's only going to be good for you, for who wants it. And we aren't the only people that live here in this country. Like we're not the only ones. And I feel like if we could find a candidate that was a little bit more middle ground, and wouldn't that be the best bet? If
Right.
you really want what's best for the country as a whole, you want everybody in your country to be happy, not, or at least, doing well, not just people who you think like. And
Right.
that's weird to me. It's weird to me that I was like that, because I was like that for a period of time. I wouldn't talk to anybody from the other side of things. And I thought that, they all hated me and we all hated them. And that was kind of the thing. And that's not the way that it is.
Right.
Once you get away from like, and I know that I use the word like extremist, but I mean like extreme thinking. Like if you're far right or far left, you have like a very one-way track of thinking, and I don't want to be around anybody that has that.
Oh, same. Like, and that's why, like, for me, I mean, I think we've proven, and that's why I think it's funny that some people on social media think that we shut down anybody that opposes us. Yet we bring on people all the time that we don't agree with, therefore they oppose
Mhm.
us, and we have meaningful conversations all the time without having to attack everybody.
No, I encourage it. I would rather talk to somebody sometimes that I don't agree with or that I'm nothing like than somebody like I already know what you think. Like if you think like me, I already know what you think. But what if I can learn something and grow as a person and be a better person by being open-minded to listen to what other people think?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's a crazy idea, guys, but
Well, it was funny listening to a lot of the conspiracies that were going around about this major announcement from Trump. Was
mhm,
one that he was going to announce his speakership.
yeah.
Which to me, it's like, just to impeach Donald Trump. It's like, okay, have we not learned from 2 impeachments from Donald Trump? Like, okay, you can have the House to impeach, but you don't
Mhm.
have the Senate. What is the
Right,
point?
right.
Like, even if you impeach him in the
Mhm.
House, the Senate is not going to convict him.
No,
So
and
he's
it's just
going
a
to
waste
still
of
be
money.
president. What, just to say, oh, we impeached you too? Like,
Mhm.
what is this, TikTok? No, stop.
But it is TikTok, and that's the funniest part when people are just like, "Oh my god, it's drama." Like, are you guys not watching what's going on everywhere? Everything is drama.
Right.
And like people are getting real bold, like off social media and just like in real world now, too, that I'm seeing a lot of like people just being like really obnoxious to people in public. And everyone looks so angry. Like when I go grocery shopping, everybody looks so upset. Everybody look like, and I get it. There's a lot going on, but like, dude, like smile at somebody. Don't you remember going to the store and smiling at people? Like, I
Can,
know that we forgot that because we were all masked for a hot second.
can I say that, like, coming from Texas to here, like, y'all up here just don't like anybody.
No.
That much I've noticed. Like, because like I've even gone through like Dunkin' Donuts drive-through, and I just talk how I talk. And
Hmm.
when I pulled up to the window, the lady was like, "You're not from here, are you?" And I was like, "No, ma'am." She's like, You're from the South." And I was like, "Yeah."
Hmm.
And she goes, "I can tell because we never hear ma'am, we never hear any manners, please and thank you." Like,
Hmm.
I'm like, really?
They're thrown off like when I went, but when I was at the doctor's office, like I always say ma'am, always. Like I'm always a sir, ma'am girl. I always have been. And they're so thrown off by it because people don't do that. That was my favorite thing about going down to Texas was I was like, everybody's so nice here. Like everybody's polite here and everybody even if they look like they don't want to, they're still doing it
Right.
because it's just the way that you guys do stuff down there. And it goes a long way.
Yeah,
And
it's
if
just
they
like
don't
up
fit
here,
in their
like
stuff.
it is a different culture in general,
Mhm.
and so, but I feel like people up here are a lot more angry about everything. Like
They're very
I can't go to
angry.
Walmart hardly by myself and not have some sort of altercation there
Oh,
for
I
me.
know. I talk to you on a regular basis. You're always getting into some shit when you leave
And
the house.
so, but like I could kind of do that in Texas just fine for the most part. I mean, I know like
Mhm.
Walmartians are Walmartians, so it's like
Yeah.
hard to like say that it's just a north and a south thing. Like, but
Mhm.
you're right though. Like everybody just seems angry, and how can you be happy? In all
Right.
honesty,
Because nobody feels I feel like nobody, I mean, this is and it's not even I mean, it is political, but I feel like nobody feels like they can be themselves anymore, and they're just, like, existing because you don't wanna start conflict and anything with it 'cause it's so cold. Yeah. I mean, it hasn't snowed, though. That racist white stuff they have on.
oh, that's that
It's
stuff.
not the
Yeah,
snow. I like the snow. It hasn't snowed yet. Still, since you were here, how theoretical, we still don't I don't think it's gonna be a white Christmas up here, and it makes me a little
no, they're talking
sad.
about a big storm coming through supposedly.
And, like, part of me is like, "Yay," and then the other part's like, "No, but
I can agree. Like, I
no."
think the city life too, like, can have that effect because,
Yeah.
like, where I lived out in East Texas, it was country, so like
Mhm.
everybody is pretty much friendly out there.
And, like, around here, it's more rural, so people aren't as bad. I've noticed that it is worse, like, the closer I get into, like, major cities, people get angrier the closer
Oh yeah,
the closer I get.
yeah, yeah. I just I don't know. I guess how do you look up in today's world? I mean, just looking around all the world of what's going on, like the world is busy and full of
Yeah.
angry stuff. I mean, you got lockdowns happening in China, you got the Russia-Ukraine war, you got Iran happening, you got Venezuela, you've got America and Joe Biden running things. I mean, like
Well,
where
and then you also gotta like, you gotta calculate also, like, the last 2 years.
and then there's that.
The whole thing, like, I mean, I think we
They're
all
threatening a
collectively,
recession,
like,
they're threatening a triple pandemic.
experiencing massive trauma and stress every day,
Well, the
all
sounds of it
day.
is it's gonna get worse because 'cause they're calling for, like, this crazy
Yeah.
recession, they're calling for a triple pandemic now, like,
Mhm.
where do you
Yeah, but
find
I mean,
peace in any
they're
of this?
saying that the recession is gonna be worse than the Great Depression.
Yeah, the
Like, and
BlackRock came out
I'm not ready. I I won't be okay if that happens, a lot of us are not gonna be okay
right,
if it gets much worse, and then I just heard that the federal government is raising the interest or whatever
they already did
on
yesterday.
Thursday. Was it today, right?
Yeah,
They
they did
upped it
today.
again today. And it's like, I can hardly afford to eat right now.
Yeah, so
Like, we're
BlackRock
good,
warning for
but we're not gonna be if it keeps going.
unprecedented recession for 2023.
Yeah, awesome.
Uh, yeah, they're saying the recession is foretold as central banks race to try to tame inflation. It's opposite of past recessions. Loose policy is not on the way to help support risk assets in our view. Yeah,
I'm super excited. I just kinda wish we could take a break from, like, historical things for a little bit, like, maybe just a couple months, like, let us I don't know, I was going through, like, old videos today from, like, when I first started TikTok, like, with the RNC videos and stuff, and I'm like, if I could just have, like, a week of that again, just 1 week where I wasn't freaking out about like, I didn't have to freak out when I ran my debit card, or when I wanted to go somewhere, it was like, "Oh, yeah, we can just go," not like, "Oh, well, I gotta get gas."
right.
Louise said that she sent you Madonna.
Oh, that might have been it. Oh yeah, it's a video.
I've witnessed way too many historical things. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm stressed out.
The
I'm
way it's
tired.
sent as a. I don't think I'm allowed to play this.
I don't think that you're allowed to play this.
Yeah,
What
she's
in the
Madonna giving birth to a tree.
why it's art, right? Like, it's art. I feel like a lot of really fucked up shit is being like excused away with like, it's art. It's okay, it's art. Like, no, bro, that's not art. That's disgusting.
She gave birth to a tree.
And what does that symbolize?
I don't know,
Like,
nature, global warming, climate change, whatever you want to call it.
global warming.
I mean, why not?
I guess we can now give. I guess I.
This is why they call y'all birthing people. All right, go on your tangent about that because you made some very controversial videos over on the Instagram.
I know, but I got in trouble and people were upset with me.
Okay, what was the video about?
That I feel because we have to do this in a safe space. We're doing this in a safe space. Okay.
No, just fucking say it.
How come a biologically born woman who identifies as a woman, so like me, right? They want me to be called a birthing person, a chest feeder, a menstruating person. Like, there's all these like
Birthing
persons,
person.
but like men, biologically born men who identify as men don't have to be called anything else. Also, how come they have biologically born men who identify as females doing Tampax commercials, therefore taking a sponsorship away from maybe a biologically born female who identifies as a male? That makes more sense. Even though they identify as a male, a cis male, like, it makes more sense for them to have that sponsorship because
Is that what that
act
means?
cis.
This woman
Yeah.
means a naturally born woman?
Yeah, it means that I was born one and I identify as one. It's like you're a cis male and I'm a cis
Who comes
woman.
up with this shit?
I don't know. And like, it's not that I'm against any of this. I'm not at all. But I don't know why people are more mad about it. It seems to be very catering to biologically born men who identify as women and not the other way around for biologically born men who are for biologically born female who identify as male. Like, they don't, like, even if we take naturally born, right? We're only talking transgender. That's it.
Right.
Where we're taking us out of the equation. Why on earth would you give a Tampax deal to this one who doesn't menstruate and then just keeping it with women, whatever, when you really could like be a lot more open to like trans needs as a biologically born female who identifies as a man? I mean, that's marketing right there. You could make less feminine products for them, more discreet boxes that look more, manly because they don't want that feminine thing. I'm just saying, I
How
don't
they gonna use it?
understand because they would use it because they're naturally born women who identify as men.
Oh,
If they
you're talking about that
if they're
person.
pre-op,
Oh,
if
okay.
they're pre-train, I don't think we're allowed to say pre-op anymore. I think if they're like before they transition.
These rules change so much I can't keep up.
I can't keep up either. And I genuinely try to because I do want to have those conversations. You know what I mean? And in order for me to have those conversations, I have to try to like make sure that I say it the right way and I don't offend anybody. But I think that they're legitimate questions.
Well, that's the first problem is that we're too busy trying to worry about not offending people instead of
I
just
know.
because they're not like, what if it's offending to you of all of this? What if that's offending
But that's
to
the
you?
thing. It is
They
offensive
don't
to me.
care.
It's extremely offensive to me. Like,
But they don't care.
no.
Well, why should we care?
I also want to know like why the word woman, the definition of woman was changed, but not the definition of man.
It's kind of like when
And the examples that are given in the definition of women are both examples of biologically born men who identify as women. There's not an example of a cis woman in there.
it's kind of like when all the celebrated and historical black images got removed off of products like Aunt Jemima
Yeah.
and whatnot, where she was the first black female millionaire here in
Mhm.
America, and we're just going to take her off. But like the white dude that does oatmeals can stay on the oatmeal carton.
Right. So now when I go to the grocery store, it's all white people.
Right.
That's all you accomplished was you
Instead
just
of giving a history of what Aunt Jemima stood for,
right.
what she did, and in that time period specifically,
Mhm.
becoming the first female black millionaire in this country. Like that should be celebrated.
Yes.
We always hear it on TV of like young black people saying, well, I don't know what this is. I don't know what to look to because it's not my skin tone. Well,
Mhm.
you can create a product now if you wanted to, but now that's removed too. But there's no outrage for it. It's the same
Yep.
thing with the women thing. And it's just like, well, where do we draw? Where is there a line?
There isn't one anymore. And unfortunately, like with where we are, I don't think that there's any coming back from it. I don't. I really don't. Like, I feel like we've opened up Pandora's box in so many different scenario, like, in every scenario, not just gender, but like everything that we've done lately. I feel like we've just opened up Pandora's box and there's no stopping it now. So what's going to happen when they successfully get rid of gender completely? We can't be sex without gender. Yeah, I don't know.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're not. Yes. We are actually now officially the only active running Freedom Fam podcast duo team. Oh, I gotta look this way. Team that's still together.
Wait, what do you mean?
Allegedly, this is some breaking news. Allegedly, the other Freedom Fam podcast, they're no longer friends.
Yes,
They're no longer. Yeah, they're no longer roommates. They're no longer friends. And there may or may not have been a money issue with somebody not.
No,
I know.
It's almost like she was projecting this entire time.
I almost feel like this is bigger breaking news than Trump on a Pokemon card.
I mean, how shitty does that gotta be? Like, this woman took up a whole wall in his house.
Well, I think that the wall can be removed because I do believe that it was like, I think Nicole, I mean, I'm probably going to come back now. Apparently all my issues are gone over there from what I heard.
Why didn't you leave TikTok sooner?
I know. We could have fixed this shit a long time ago, Tex.
Yeah. Yeah. So who, like, can we ship the whiteboard now? Like, since it's been bought?
No, nobody wants it because it was used like, it was used the way that it was used with somebody passing away.
Yeah, what a qualified commander that is.
Well, apparently she has been removed from her post. So she's going to have to set up shop somewhere else.
So
possibly Chris from Tarp's backyard. Maybe she could set up a fifth wheel back there.
And Zach Monfilio's house. He's in San Antonio. He's not too far.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be roommates. I mean, who knows? But yeah, that was like the big breaking news that I heard today was that we officially once again are the original Freedom Fam podcast.
So since we've been gone, we've ruined a marriage.
Allegedly.
And I'm sure we'll get blamed for breaking this friendship.
Well, I don't know. There was money. Like there's a video. There's a new, I got sent the video over on the Insta. And apparently like he full blown like called it out. I don't know. Allegedly. But here's my thing, because allegedly, like everybody's fighting now. Everybody. Like, I don't even know who's friends with who over there. Like, when I do come back, I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know like who I can talk, like
recently
who am I
divorced
supposed
woman
to
who
talk
dated a
to?
roommate.
Who's not fighting? Who am I going to get yelled at by? Like some of y'all are going nuts over there and like yelling at people for liking people's shit. Like,
What?
yes, dude, it's yeah. I get my little updates and my DMs on the Insta,
I'm glad I'm not on that app anymore.
and it's not
I gotta
funny
be
though
honest.
either. Like they're just yelling. Like yes, it's call out content, but that's all they're doing is like really aggressively and meanly calling each other out. And there's like no funniness to it. There's no like wit. It's just really like raunchy crap. Like Pudge did a video for Pickle that was like raunchy, dude. Like, why are you talking about who's putting their private parts in who? Why do you have to sexualize everything? It's so gross.
From Pudge?
Huh?
Are you surprised from Pudge? I'm sure this is the way his
No.
dad raised him, is to talk to women this way. I'm just saying, like father, like son, I'm sure. Per the book.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
I can talk about a damn book all I want.
We're gonna get sued. We're gonna get sued.
It's a published.
Heather said, "Don't go back. It's not worth it." I am going back.
Oh, I'm not going back.
I'm going.
I will never be back on TikTok.
I'm gonna do it sooner than the 90 days too. I think I'm gonna make a little appearance.
Yours, but other than that, I'm not. As your lesbian friend, I don't
make a fake account and just come back to visit. I don't want to visit. I just want to jump back in.
Thank you, C Bunny.
Thanks, Bunny. I just want to jump back in. Like when you jump into a pool that's too cold. I am coming back. Originally I was going to do the 90 days and I don't see the point in doing a full 90. I've been doing really good with the stuff that I left for. So you'll probably see me back after Christmas.
Oh, now it's Christmas. You're bumping it up even further.
Well, after Christmas is like after New Year's. Like that's when I was thinking.
A whole week.
No, it's like 2 weeks.
No, it's a week. You go Christmas and then New Year's is the next weekend.
Yeah, I'm thinking like New Year's Day. Like when everybody's hungover, I'm just gonna be like, "What y'all doing?"
Can you see Pudge rolls over and you're the first thing on his FYP. He's like, "Oh dear God."
That's all I want for Christmas. That's it. I don't want anything else. Nothing else in the whole entire world than just to upset people who victimize themselves.
I mean, that's what a lot of that app had become, was just everybody.
I'm gonna come back as Agent Echo. That's gonna be my screen name. Oh wait, is it handle? Isn't that what you told me? You can't say screen name anymore.
Yeah, it's a handle.
Handle.
That's what I'm learning.
I call it a screen name.
That's a long time ago, though.
You yelled at me about that over on the Bird app. The Bird app is the Bird. Like I feel like now that I've done some time on Twitter, like I can handle anything on TikTok.
And I can tell you,
wild.
If you're on Twitter and you're not following Pribs, like you are 100%.
You are missing out 100% if you're not following Pribs on Twitter. She really shines.
She does. That's
on
become
Twitter.
One of my favorite Twitter accounts now. Is Pribs. Like,
yeah, no, Pribs is great. Pribs is great.
Oh, there you go. President-elect.
I like that. I like that one. That's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah,
Twitter's wild though. We had a wild couple days over on the Twitter.
Yeah.
We had a big supporter of ours, a new supporter of ours that we met, Coco Bean. Shout out to Coco Bean if you're in here. Hi boo. I miss you. That went on for what, 72 hours straight?
She did whatever it is.
Right.
Oh, almost 700 tweets in 72 hours.
However, I did see today that they are now actually tweeting like normal things, like on the page, like retweeting.
Oh, I blocked it.
What up, Coco Bean? Where Jelly Bean at?
No, I'm like, I might comment here and there, but like, if you like, so she came onto our thread.
It was yours, right?
And I think like that it's like TikTok where, oh, just shut up on my FYP. No, it doesn't. Like, I'm
And
not
that's when I
big at
had to
all.
stop the conversation because I'm like, you can't even be honest about that part.
Right.
Twitter, I'm on the app. That's the most frustrating thing to me. Remember me? I
You're
was
on the
talking to
app,
you about it.
there's
I'm like,
times
how
that,
do I
like,
find people? How do I?
well, I
There's
gotta
no
go to
like,
yours and Dana's page sometimes just to see if y'all had done anything.
right.
And like, it doesn't come across my feed no matter how much I engage with you. So like,
Mhm.
this whole like, oh, it came across my feed.
No,
Bullshit.
it didn't. No, it didn't. I think though, I may have possibly figured out who it is. I'm not ready to disclose. Not fully ready. But a couple of us think we may have it narrowed down. It's like Masked Singer, like it's fun.
Mm.
I won't say her. I won't say the handle again because I don't want to be accused of being racist.
Which is weird because never mind.
But that was squashed. Like for those of you who missed that over on the TikTok, I actually was gonna delete my video off of Instagram. I need to do that. Prebz and who went after Prebz? Nate. Like they went live, they talked, he apologized. It's over and done with. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna delete my video that I did. He commented on it and like we chatted back and forth for a little bit too. But they worked it out. It's over. I have no idea who's doing the candy cane. I think there's like 40 of you guys though.
What?
So Prebz is doing like a candy cane. They're sardine flavored candy canes.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think I
like
saw
very
that.
rank. And from what I can see of people like doing their videos, it's like scarring them for life. But she was able to raise over $1,000 for her local food pantry from doing this candy cane challenge. And 48, there's 48 people raised over $1,000 for her local food pantry. They dropped the check off today. You guys can check that out.
Is that going to get audited?
It's possible. It's at least going to get threatened to be audited. Possible phone calls to the food pantry demanding that they don't take money for food.
I can't wait for the IRS to come audit me for our auction we did because I never received a dime.
I didn't. And the last time that I checked, that money was spent, used, and very much appreciated.
This is what I've always found funny about with people that are like anti-government is that they're the first to run
to the government. Like
well, the
the
government's corrupt,
first.
so you know what? We're gonna sick them on you.
It's like when when we collectively used to make fun of the left for calling the cops with the defund the police movement. Like y'all are doing it too now.
Right. Yeah, like I'm just
And you're gonna be like, you're not a real conservative. I'm gonna call the cops on you and the FBI and waste
oh,
resources.
Missy must be in on it. She said just wait for the 22nd when I post me eating mine.
Missy, you gotta send me your video on Instagram after you post it.
Yeah.
Everybody who's in here, make
wanna
sure you
see it
guys are
too.
putting your candy cane videos on Insta. It's hateful towards sardines, therefore the money cannot be used.
Oh my gosh.
I'm calling an audit. Done.
You're doing it for bad intentions.
Yes.
The sardines.
It wasn't raised properly. It wasn't raised in a manner in which I agree.
Hey, I got a
with
question
how
on
it
that.
was raised.
So if you were like
Yes.
in desperate need of help and you received like $1,000 or so, and somebody
Mhm.
said, "Hey, we raised this money for you," is your first question, or maybe second question, third question, like, "Hey, was this raised with the right intentions?"
No.
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 Fourth question, maybe. Like, is it on the like question of anything? Like,
No.
oh, okay, that's just weird.
I really don't think so. I mean, maybe now it would be just because of like, I mean, I of course would, but no, like I'm gonna leave my edge. If anybody wants to order me pizza,
If anyone does order me pizza, you're doxing
you're
me.
doxing. No, I definitely wouldn't. If I was in a situation where I needed to ask for help to, for my living situation or my kids or food or whatever, I would just say thank you.
Right. No, I mean, it seems common to me, but that's why whenever they were like, "Oh, you're doing it with not good intentions,"
We're doing it with more than good intentions because the intention is to raise money for people who need it just because you got butthurt. And that
And
thing,
so,
like, it could have been so much more epic had, like, they played with us, yeah?
right.
Like, they could have totally participated in it, played around with us, and probably raised double what we did.
Yeah, probably. But as we see now, though, I'm kind of glad we didn't because we would have been looked down upon because
Mhm.
they didn't even come through on the items that they were selling
No.
auction off. So,
Or the shipping, because that was the other thing, whoever, weighed in the heaviest for clothes
oh
to be
yeah,
donated was supposed to be covered, and that never happened either.
right. Hey, I do want to just clarify like one thing. I had nothing to do with Paris's divorce or pending divorce or like as much as I truly would love to take credit for
It's your
that,
public statement.
it would give me great joy to have done that in all sincerity because of what
Mhm.
she has done to me, what she's done to Dana, between calling Dana's job, fake false sexual assault allegations on me. I would have jumped for joy if I had some part of that. I really would have, and I'm not even
I
lying.
know.
But I had nothing to do with it.
No. No, none of us
Absolutely
did.
nothing. I don't know.
Well, the thing
Maybe
is that, like, if
I did.
the people who are friends with her and follow her actually paid attention, she already clarified that.
She did.
Yeah, she literally said, "And no, it's not who everybody automatically thinks it is,"
Oh well,
which would
that
be
left it up for
us because
interpretation.
that's who she feuds with the
But
most.
it's like everybody else. Like with, I'm not going to start naming names on here, but like with the whole Mel situation, like people knew we weren't involved in it, yet they
Yes.
still let us get dragged, and they kind of like subliminally dragged us too. Like,
Well, and the crazy thing is that, like, there's still certain individuals who are still currently blaming us for that when there was whoa.
hell,
Oh my god, and that hurt the muscles
well,
around my butt, and they
your
already hurt.
your sense of humor
Anyways,
is there, so that's good. You're able to
the
laugh.
back
That's
of
good.
this chair, the kids from, like, jumping on it, the like, a
Blame
screw
the
fell
kids.
out of it, so
Wow,
I keep on forgetting to stop leaning
blame the
back.
kids.
What was I saying before I almost just did?
Oh, Dana,
I would have laughed, I would have felt bad, but laugh.
read screen. Yeah,
No,
so
I'm good, I'm good. That
I
was
have
almost
nothing.
bad.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with it. I can't force somebody to cheat,
No,
um,
no.
and whatnot. So there's
But
that.
everything's our fault.
I know, but I would be I would have made videos like celebrating in all sincerity. Because you know what? Like had Dana gotten if I would have gotten arrested for what Paris falsely accused me of,
Mhm.
they would have jumped for joy. If Dana would have gotten
Yes,
fired, they would have jumped for joy.
yes.
So I would 100% have jumped for joy if I directly had something to do with it. Now, am I still jumping for joy that her husband finally got smart enough and left her? Absolutely. She deserves it.
I feel like I don't know if I'm jumping for joy, but I
Oh, I
feel
know.
like I like that we left things alone and we went and focused on doing what we did, and the universe kind of just took care of everything
It's
naturally.
weird. I feel like somebody says that all the time. You get what you put out in the
Yes.
universe with the sun. And
Yeah.
all that. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like somebody has said that on TikTok once.
I also feel like maybe as a whole, we should start respecting our marriages
Good point.
and we should start being a little bit more appropriately behaving if we are in a marriage. That would include, but not limited to, like accepting pornography pictures from your friends and then openly talking about their private parts on the internet. Like you're married. You are a man. Like this is why divorce rates are through the freaking roof. This is why like people don't stay together anymore is because of this shit. And then you wonder why all these kids wind up being in and out of jail and acting out at school and everything else is because we are destroying the like core nuclear family. We are destroying like hookup culture and backup plans is like a thing now. Like, oh, well, I'm married, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna duet this hot guy, like touching his abs and like be all flustered. Like, bro, that's super disrespectful to your husband. And I mean, if it's what you like to do, cool. And if you want to say, oh, my husband doesn't care, you should wonder why he doesn't care. You should really that's not a good thing that he doesn't care that you are oogling over a bunch of people. Like, he
Yeah.
should care. You're his wife.
Just as you should, as a wife, care if
Mhm.
he did the same thing.
Absolutely. But that's
'Cause
not the way. And then if you say stuff like that, then like you're boring. You're vanilla. You're a prude.
isn't that part
And
of
I
being
would rather be a
conservative?
boring vanilla prude in a very happy marriage than in a miserable marriage where I feel like, I gotta do that kind of shit. Slip
Keely's
and
going off.
slides in. You have been warned.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Keely's
Keely.
going off in the comments.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get why we don't respect marriages anymore, between the way that we talk to people. And then of course, you got that wonderful website that half of our generation is on now, married on OnlyFans, married on,
Oh,
hookup sites. And it's cool. It's okay. And like, it's not. It's
right.
not. None of it is okay. And if you continuously tell yourself that it's okay and like my husband's cool with it, we got this open marriage, you're lying to yourself
That's a fact.
and you're lying to everybody else. Like,
Speaking
respect
of
your fucking
OnlyFans, you
marriage
kind
and
of
you won't
wanted
wind
to
up alone.
speaking of OnlyFans, we got a couple minutes here.
Mhm.
That was something you wanted to talk about.
I know, but now we've only got like 4 minutes.
It's okay. You can still talk.
I just I've been seeing a lot of like really gross promotions of it. And maybe it's because I'm over on Twitter now and they're like a little bit more raw over on
Yeah,
Twitter.
they are.
But like let's not deny the fact that like it's all over TikTok, it's all over Instagram. And I just feel like if you're putting yourself out there like that to where kids can see it and you become a role model to a child while you're doing that, you're grooming.
Right.
You cannot be against grooming while promoting like nude photos of yourself or pornography of yourself and then
Yeah,
saying that
Twitter
you care
does.
about like the Save the Children movement. You can't do both because it is grooming. Like these kids are seeing you and they want to be just like you and they think that you're cool and they think that you're so awesome and you're just telling them that they can be cool like you if they do porn. Like that's the message that you're sending out to young girls and boys, is that they can be famous and make a bunch of money and be cool and be worthy if they're doing porn. Like
I
where
don't
the
disagree with you.
fuck did we go? Like how did we get here? How is like porn culture and hookup culture so dominant and so accepted now?
Right.
I mean, if that's what you think you're worth, ladies, if you think that all you're worth is your boobs hanging out and you getting some clicks and views and likes and you being sexy, like that breaks my heart for you. That's what you think that your worth is, because it's like so much more than that. Go get you like a dude that actually like knows your worth and respects you and like just adores your worth. I don't know. Stop letting it hang out all over the internet because it breaks my heart, because I know that little girls are watching it and want to be just like you when they grow up. And it's, I don't know. I don't know how we got here. And then like, I feel like anytime that I speak out about it, like I have friends who do OnlyFans. I do. And it doesn't mean that I don't care about those people, because I do. I do care about those people, but like facts are facts and truth is truth. And at the end of the day, if you are promoting that kind of activity where children are watching, you're grooming them. Even outside of me thinking that like morally, you should just think more highly of yourself. And I know that a lot of girls will say like, I'm owning it. I'm owning my sexuality. I'm taking it back. My power. Like, girl, that's what I
No,
used
you're
to say
not.
too. That's what I used to say too. Like, I used to think that that's all I was
Well, hold
worth.
on. Let me ask this. So you mean to tell me that your power's worth $10 a month?
Exactly. Like that's what you think you're worth. And Let's
Because if
not.
one person bought your damn subscription OnlyFans at $10,
Mhm.
that's what you're saying that your power is worth is 10 fucking
But
dollars.
what they don't tell you is that
No
like
wonder you can't buy Trump's cards.
they're doing like videos and stuff. Like you are not making all of that money off of what you're putting on your OnlyFans account. You're not. You're not. Like and I used to be a part of that world, you know, like I've never made that a secret. I've never denied it. Like I danced for a long time, too long. And I did it for that long because I did think that that was all I was worth. And I would play it off by thinking like, nope, I'm just pretty enough to do it. And I make money. I got a disposable income. Why wouldn't I? I own it. I love it. I didn't love it. I hated myself. And I thought that that's all that I was ever worth. Now, just the thought that like I used to do that, it breaks my heart for myself. It absolutely does. Like, how did you really think that that's all that you were worth for so long? And like, I have a daughter. I had a daughter while I was doing that. And it's like, I
They
do.
want to
I
see some
do.
dance.
Not the
moves.
same kind as you, but I do. But I mean, I don't know. It's disheartening. And I feel like whenever I hesitate when I talk about it because I do have friends who do OnlyFans.
But this is where like agreeing to
dance.
disagreeing comes into play, right? Like I don't.
I
have
can
to
love
see
you and what I'm saying still be true. Like I did it too. And I hate that I did it. You know
Right.
what I mean? And like I feel like if we all just kind of say like, no, it's wrong, and we all know that it is. Stop acting like you're okay with it. Like even like ex porn stars that you'll see once they're out of the industry and all the rest of it, and they do interviews, they regret it like more than half the time. It's so degrading, and then we wonder why like relationships aren't great, and like sexual relationships between men and women are hookup and degrading and all the rest of it. And it's because that's what we're putting out there. That's what we're watching, and that's what we're teaching people. And that I don't want my kids to think that ever. I don't know.
We got to come off with that with something positive. We can't end like that. And I know you can spin that to something positive and encouraging to the audience now.
For only $99. No, I'm just joking.
You can buy your own Trump card.
Oh, and also to let you guys know, this is our last show for the holiday season. We'll be back after the first of the year. We forgot to say that, which is also when we're going to be doing the drawing for the guest episode. So turn it into something positive.
Yeah, like, maybe knowing your worth and spend that whole thing that you just did in positive, something encouraging.
I don't know. I just feel like everybody should understand that they were like made for a reason. You were created for a reason, and you're perfect. And it's just stop thinking that you're not, regardless if it's doing that or just being in situations that don't make you happy. Go out and get your happy. And even if it's hard, go out and do it. Like I'm someone who's been struggling really, really bad lately, and I didn't want to go out and get my happy. And I'm trying really hard to get that happy now, and it's hard, but we've all got to kind of be supportive of one another and build your people up. Don't make it competitions and all the rest of it. Help your people find their worth and find yours too.
Right.
Because everyone's got it. There's
Well,
no amount of money on your worth.
Kat, I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Tex, I'll see you on Christmas.
That's true.
But yeah, you'll
Everybody
literally
else,
be here on Christmas.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will see you guys back on January 3rd.
3rd, yeah. Yep.
All right. Y'all have a great evening.
Oh,